Hello everybody and welcome back to Analog Vernacular. Today we're going to be playing some more Xenoblade Chronicles 3 and we're going to beat Mobius H today. We lost in kind of a shitty way last time. I feel like we kind of just got ourselves stuck into a big old AoE and our healers were not really doing their job. So what I can do is, you know, if we feel like we're struggling again in this one when she starts doing her AoEs, we may have to take control of our healers, because in the last fight, our healers just weren't doing what they were supposed to. This time we have 3 healers though, so if we don't need to baby them, then we won't baby them. With 3 of them, we may be able to keep up. But I moved around the party so that these 2 were not both of our defenders. So now we have defenders in different pairs. And I'm okay with both of them being healers, because when they go into their Ouroboros form, they can also heal, and Eunie at least can do a revive as well. So on top with that, paired with Valdi being an extra party member, I think we'll be okay on that front. So yeah, we've got Flash Fencer, Zephyr, Signifer, Troubadour, Lone Exile, Machine Assassin, and War Medic.
Try me then!
Oh, I should have put your... I wish you could have it when you auto-build to give you your unique talent art.
You won't get away! Give it up! Know where that came from?
Oh, I should have actually done that at the end and gotten some DPS on this, but that's okay.
I'm with you. I was waiting for this. This isn't the end. This is the decider. You're finished.
Oh yeah, I forget, these things work different. Should have used all of my healers for sure. We need to try and get as much damage out as possible in each individual run, because we'll get everybody back anyway.
I'll make it count. Everyone get ready. Reaper! I can follow that up.
You won't get away.
pulling out all the stuff.
Eat this!
Get this!
Yeah, that's the move that really hurt us bad in the last fight.
Get this!
You won't get away! A fusion of our strength!
Just one!
Give it up! You want this one?
Don't get in far!
How about this? Let me give you a taste!
Just one! I'll end it here!
Eat this! I'll show you!
No escape! Don't get in far! No escape!
You won't get away! Let me give you more of that taste, bro!
Don't get in far!
Let me give you a taste! You won't get away! Give it up!
Just one! I'll end it here! Do it, Taion! Don't kill me now,
Let me give you a taste! Let's pile on the pressure!
anytime you want!
Unstoppable!
Just one!
Give it up! Trying to win out the big one! Three in that one whole punch! Split up and attack it! Put out all the stuff! All right!
I get first dibs!
Don't follow your lead! This'll end it!
Yeah, in comparison, she can barely touch us in this fight.
Eat this! This isn't the end! This is the decider! You're finished!
Don't let me! I'm just here to end it! Leave it to us! Wait! Everyone get ready! I'll start us off! Take this! You're done! I'm hard on your heels! Now's the finish it done!
I think regular chain attacks have a much better ability of getting high DPS.
Breathing!
You would think that this one, because it takes extra steps of having to be level 3 on your Ouroboros
This sword!
level, you would think that this one would be better, but it like never goes much beyond around the half a mil. So like you can definitely do a lot better with a regular one.
Fusion of our strength! I need you, Mio! We can do this now! I'll show you! You won't get away!
Still do a bit more!
Oh, shitty. Go fuck yourself.
Get the spark off now.
Yeah, sit your ass down.
What is this? Nobody told me the Ouroboros ropes were so horribly strong! Why did no one tell me?
Dear, oh dear. It seems your grasp has exceeded your reach.
Noah! Cut the flame clock! We gotta release Garth and the others!
This simply isn't fair!
What just happened? The console, she
just disappeared. Lady Consul? Lady Consul! What am I supposed to...
These kids are gonna need some major deconditioning.
Drop it, Garth! Your clock's gone! Just stand down! Peace. You don't have to fight anymore. Huh? No more stealing of lives. No more charity from consuls. What are you on about? Get snuffed. You're talking out your ass. Don't have to fight. Fighting is all that we know. If we don't have that, then what the snuff are we supposed to do? Tell me! What do we do now? Hey, need some help?
Huh? Oh, yeah. Nah. Been through worse. Man, you guys. Stunning. You're so far beyond us.
It's not a big deal. If you were one of us, you'd do just as well. Think they'll be okay, those guys?
What's eating you, Lance?
Well, I just worry we cut them loose a bit soon. Tell me! What are we gonna do now? How would I know? Huh? You stop stealing lives. You guard them. It's simple. But the how is up to you. Got it? Spark? You can't do this to us! Colony 4. Know it? Yeah. I've heard about it. On your map, middle of the Faunus region. The lieutenant there, Boliaris. You can tell him we sent you. Try him. Helps to have a mentor, starting out.
Don't glom onto Kite, though. He's a bastard. And in a different
You
life,
gave
you
him
guys
the
were
info.
friends.
Now they got a choice. Some might take it hard, though.
Besides, when we cut through the flame clock, it was to protect the city detachment too. There was little else we could do.
If we'd meddled even more, it might have come right back round to bite us in the bum.
We did the right thing by telling them about Colony 4. I think that was the best course of action.
Everything they believed came crashing down just like that. They'll be confused for a while, sure. But they'll figure it out. Just the same as you lot did.
We might have gotten off lightly. If we hadn't met like we did in that valley, we'd be just as confused as those guys. Luck was on our side. Speaking of, back then, wasn't it Lance who was the most reluctant of us?
Nah. Our big man was just a bit shy to introduce himself in front of new people. Right?
Shut up.
Oh, yeah, he was. I did kind of get the impression that he was embarrassed to speak up. Right? Eh? Oh, he's just a big teddy bear, really. Lance, same dish as mine. Double Arden meat, deluxe.
Ah, thanks a bunch.
You know the way to a man's heart.
Let's see. No tall spice here, but double veggies.
Arden sausage, huh? That sounds good. But then, there's the tall spice sauce as well. Fluff cream and skeeter syrup dressing. What delights. Oh, there's even chocolate sauce. How can I possibly choose?
Still hard to believe, huh? Eating what we want.
Huh?
But is it enough? I want more.
Dude, that's already pretty hefty. You really gonna eat another?
That's not what he meant. He wasn't referring to food.
Oh, hey. Whoa, he's pretty decent.
Or have I got it backwards?
Huh?
Maybe it has to start with me.
Yes, become a juggler, Lanz. He's found his life calling. Side story Lanz has been completed. Lanz and the others took part in a mission to liberate Cradles alongside the Lost Numbers, unexpectedly reuniting with Garvel in the process. Alright, we gotta move people around again. Alright, first off, yeah, you can keep working on Zephyr if you want. We had you working on Seraph.
And then I'm gonna hit him again.
I think you were our
We're better to
Signifer.
monitor the battle than on healing duty.
And you were our Troubadour.
Support you! Got it!
And actually... yeah, just haven't gotten Machine Assassin yet on you. You're so close, my friend. You're so close. I guess we've been doing some lower level stuff. We need to find some stuff that's closer to our level, and you'll have it in no time flat.
You're in safe hands.
Maybe I'll bring you in until Eunie finishes off learning how to do this. And then it'll only be the Machine Assassin and the Seraph that we need to learn on people.
Can't forget our progress update.
Okay, so what's next then? We can go and check on that again if we want to. New developments, shock to the system. Do we even know where we need to go for that now? Not really, we still don't. We found a couple of those pomegranates. Oh, god damn it. There we go. Right here in this area, but... wonder... okay, ultimate vessel over there. Ooh. There's a quest here in, the Agnian Castle. And a ton of rumors. It's just the kind of time I'd like those guys to be here, but alas. Toma, Zara, and Jador are locked up deep inside the prison after all. They won't be seeing daylight anytime soon. Okay, maybe somewhere deeper in. Have you heard about those crazy strong guys, the ones that were locked up in prison for yonks? Yeah, I did. The guys over in internal security will be running ragged if they ever manage to get out. That sounds interesting.
Got some useful intel out of that.
Agnians are being untrustworthy as usual. I haven't got a clue what's going on inside their heads. Shh, don't you think it's wise to be speaking like that in their territory? Do you really think it's wise?
Gotta watch the pennies.
think we've checked this shop,
Gotta watch the pennies.
but it was in a different place before, I think. Yeah, it looks like we're good. Okay, let's venture to this side and then we'll go upstairs and get that quest. Hey, did you hear? An Agnian arranged us a boat to the city. I heard, some guy called Seeker, right? Why did he go and do something for us that wouldn't benefit him in any way?
Can't underestimate a bit of good intel.
Seeker? No, he's not over here. I wonder if he's the one up there offering the quest. Aggie and Augie. Anton was a good guy. I'd hoped we'd be going back to the city together. Aggie, Augie, Anton. We were gonna be the 3 loyal supporters of Milady. That was the big plan. Hey, I'm sorry. I just don't know what to say to that. No, really, it's fine. What happened wasn't your fault. Just understand how he felt. It would have made Anton happy.
I hope everyone's getting along.
Gondor. Just who I wanted to see.
Oh, it's her, hero quest.
Something wrong?
Sorta. But just the other day, one of our squads got chased by a ginormous monster.
Yeah? How big are we talking here?
Big. Really big. It got them good, too.
I'm amazed how often we just stumble into these,
Par for
man.
the course with monsters, really. Of course, some of them are gonna grow ginormous.
Sure. We've seen some stonking big ones too.
So, what's the story then? They got attacked by monsters and ran home, tails between legs? Dag, it's a lot of them.
No, you're not getting it. It was just one monster, and it chased off the whole team. There was a scavenger team from engineering on a mission in the Fornis region.
You don't say. I'm starting to respect this monster more than I respect you lot.
If they got wrecked by
Damn,
a
girl,
single enemy,
slow
they
down.
must have got careless, even if it is a big one.
I wouldn't be too harsh. If a monster senses weakness, it can strike without warning.
No, it's more like... Well, they say it let them go.
Sorry, do my ears need rinsing? Because I could have sworn you just said a monster let them go.
Yes, that's what I heard. They say it didn't keep up the attack, that it just wandered off at some point.
Well, it's a fun story and all, but it sounds like a massive crock to me.
Yeah, I'm not 100% convinced either, but knowing these guys, they wouldn't just make it up for a lark.
I don't think we should doubt that they really did come under attack.
The part about being allowed to escape, however, is mystifying. I wasn't aware of any monsters with that behavior pattern.
Yeah, look, anyway, I thought you might want to know about it, boss. Stroke of luck that I managed to catch you.
You did good, soldier. I'll take a look. After all, where would we all be if I didn't step in to clean up all your messes, eh?
Knowing your family.
Hope I'm not too rusty.
Is it
We can go a few rounds
is it
if
Aggie
you want.
that's correct or Augie? If I were you, I'd go and ask Gondor to be sure.
Can we maybe train?
Okay. Aggie and
Well,
Augie.
let's catch up on stuff.
Aggie and Augie are like always right behind you, huh? Not literally always, like right now they're off doing their separate thing. How long have they been with you? I forget. They've worked for House Van Dam as long as I can remember, though. So it was actually those two who have looked after me most since I was a tyke. You know, it makes sense. Van Dam family's got a lot going on, so raising kids is like way down the to-do list. Huh. So they're kind of like either your stepdad, like your... they're kind of like father figures or big bros? I'm not trying to make it sound like some kind of sob story, mind. They've gotten me out of a tight spot more than once. And anyway, guarding me was the only reason they followed me into that prison. Could have been their heads on the chopping block at any point, right? Not just anyone would risk that for you. I know I can trust them. I bet if they heard you saying that, they'd weep themselves hoarse with joy. Yeah, milady, you're too kind. Ha, too true. Which is exactly why you dags can never tell. Hear me? Or else. She will kill us. Seeker's
We should
rumors.
talk about this.
That rumor we heard about Seeker, the guy who spoke to Gondor. Yes, it seems the people of the city don't trust him. They don't understand his motives. In a way, it's understandable. The situation is what it is, and there's no easy fix for it. Pfft, think back on what those bastards did to us, alright? Never mind an easy fix. I don't think there's any fixing it at all. Well, whichever way we see... Whichever way he was or seemed, if he's got a bone to pick with the city, we gotta nip that in the bud. Fair point. How about we make some inquiries into Seeker then? Well, if we ask around with the Agnians, we're bound to learn something. Aye, sorted. Let's do it then. Seeker's true intent. He probably like fell in love with somebody from the city or something crazy like that. Something cute like that. Castle prisoners.
We should talk about this.
So, we've heard there's some people locked up, but nothing about the whys or hows. Well, being put into prison for violations of military discipline is not unheard of, I suppose. People are saying they're pretty tough as well. Hey Gondor, do you know anything? Ah yeah, some Agnian soldiers apparently. Way I hear it, Taion's basically got it. Put in the brig for some discipline thinger. Meant to be right clever and rowdy too. That's about all I've heard. Well, supposedly it's all under security's purview, but I don't know much more. Well, is there any point to locking them up under the current circumstances? Won't know unless we ask security. Would be nice to get some extra hands to help around the castle and city. The Three Fiends. Sounds fun.
Clean your body, clean your mind, I guess. Can't forget our progress update.
Okay. Next on the list is...
Hey, could we talk to you for a minute? Sure thing, what's up? We heard you've got Agnian soldiers locked up here, so... Oh, Sparks, really, even you've heard? God, give me a break. Wow, sounds like that struck a nerve. Oh, you're joking now, but just wait till you've heard the story. I'm at the end of my tether, I tell ya. I mean, look, I agree with Seeker's thinking, and I want to work together with the city, really, I do. But the people they lock up for violating regulations have done some pretty heinous stuff in the past. Take this Toma guy, old pals with a chick called Zera, then add in this hothead Yodor in the mix. Now the three of them have some kind of understanding. Cahoots o'clock. I'm telling you, thick as thieves. What are you suggesting? You think when they're let out, they'll get up to some hijinks? Hijinks, huh? Well, if it was just hijinks, I think we could consider ourselves lucky. To be honest with you, I'm kinda shocked they haven't been sent for the chop already. If we don't ever let them out, then maybe it'd have been better to just do that and be done with it. Getting the chop? You mean execution? What you're saying is you think what they did is enough to deserve that? And what does Seeker have to say? I'm leaving their treatment to your discretion. Discretion my arse? Like tell me what to do, you utter shitbird. It's hilarious. Sorry. Had to get it off my chest. So anyway, you want to see them? If they're really so irredeemable, aren't they gonna take a pop at us? Well, I mean, they're still in a cell, right? Not exactly made of sticks. Okay, come along. I'll introduce you. Okay. Hey, if they're just down the hall, why not? Huh? What's this? Tea-tie toe tighter? I smell the smell of a strong fighter. Okay, weirdo. So that's the big baddie you were talking about? That's right, he's the main offender. Come to break us out, or cut our throats. I'll tell you though, it pays to be on our good side. I'm still making up my mind, actually. Don't go forcing my hand, alright? And you're the lot that liberated the castle, aren't you? Come on, let's have a square go, you and us. Beg your pardon? If we win, you cut us loose. And before you go misinterpreting that, I don't mean we'll go on a killing spree. Zera's my best and oldest friend, you see, and Yodor, well, I met him here and on the inside, but I like the cut of his jib. So I think we'd like to taste the air outside one day again, all three of us together. Well, if we win, that is. And what if we win? Your choice, I suppose. Keep us jailed till we die, make us follow you around, whatever you decide, we'll go along with it. That doesn't make it any easier. Wait, aren't they hardened criminals? I don't feel qualified to pass judgment on them just like that. It's fine. You're more qualified than me, that's for sparking certain. There we go, sounds like a deal to me. Come on, let's get to the fisticuffs already. What should we do? Alright there, Ferris. You pipe down and play nice until these good people figure out what to do. Sounds good to me, just don't keep me waiting too long.
Always nice to have more friends.
Alright. We got Zera, and we got
I hope
Yodor.
everyone's getting along.
Why have they not told us what their crimes are, like specifically? What did you do to get yourself in here? Well, a whole bunch of things, let's say. I used to work in the inspection branch. One day I erased a certain piece of intel, but I don't think I did anything wrong. No, I haven't had a bad time here, thanks to Toma and Zera, but you know what? I now feel like battering you lot and moseying on out of here if you'd be so inclined. What the hell?
Always nice to have more friends.
I heard Toma talking earlier. I assume it was with you guys, right? Yeah, but staying on topic, what got you branded as a fiend and locked up in here? Well, my great crime was blowing up a container the salvage corps was going to salvage. Horrible thing to do, right? Wasting away supplies they worked so hard to get. That's a new one to me. Why go and blow up valuable supplies? I mean, who cares about that, really? You guys have come here to fight us three fiends, right? I'm ready to fight whenever you are, but don't keep me waiting too long, okay? Okay. So we can find out more about them from other people, I guess, and then maybe at the end of this quest after we fight
Always
them,
nice to have
we
more
can
friends.
decide whether to let them go or not, depending on what we learn about them. So, what kind of crime did you commit to be locked up here exactly? What's it to you? Will I get to fight you lot if I talk? That all depends on what you tell us. Well, I guess it's worth a punt. I got locked up for the crime of mass murder. Okay. A clear violation of military discipline, simple enough reason, right? Thinking back on it now, I guess I just wasn't a soldier the console could control. But that's beside the point. You gonna fight me or not? Out with it. Good God. You want to know about Seeker? Sure, I don't mind. Only there's nothing really to tell. I guess he's serious about his work. There's that, I suppose. It always seemed like the higher-ups liked him well enough, too. He got a load of awards, if I'm remembering right. So, what are we doing? You're gonna fight them or what? They've been here a while now, all three of them. It's not like they can just walk out or anything, but during working hours, they're usually together. They're a real thorn in my side, though, so I seriously want them gone in the worst possible way. Okay. We're not making a decision on that one yet. Man, there's so much to do. At all times, there's like 1,000 things to do. So I heard Yodor might be getting out soon. The very man who brought disorder to his colony by destroying enemy intel. I know I wouldn't be letting him out anytime soon. Toma was jailed for violating military discipline during a battle with Keves. Everything I ever heard about him suggested he was a superb Levnis pilot, albeit one who had a bit of an issue following orders. Soon is worrying about whether she should free the guy or not, but personally I'm against it. Okay, well that's everybody here that we can talk to. Maybe there's more down in the depot we can talk to. Let's go there real quick. Okay, looking promising. I heard the girl that blew up that supply container might be getting released from prison. I'm hesitant, to be honest. I know it's said she had Agnes's best interest in mind when she did it, but I find that hard to believe. Yoder, you say? Well, he used to be an intel. He was my subordinate. One day the guy destroyed some intel showing that Keves was making camp somewhere. If our forces had seen that intel, they could have ambushed that camp and won a crucial victory. But without that intel, we had no chance. There were few casualties, but I'm still at a loss as to why he didn't share the intel. Huh, I'm kinda interested as to why as well.
I hope everyone's getting along.
That one doesn't sound so bad. I need to hear a little bit more about this mass murder. So he was a pilot. I wonder if maybe he just ended up crashing and he didn't actually actively murder anybody? Never come out this direction. God, we need 20 of those? That quest sucks. Honestly, like Sena's VO is so good in this game. All of them are good. Well, I don't know, they're like Sena. I just really like Sena's.
Monster just knocked some fruit off that tree.
Thanks.
Sorry, I don't do restraint. Oh, you're cruising for a bruising. Fatal, eyes over here. Wow, thanks.
Scream!
Eyes over here.
You're a lifesaver.
Eyes over here. I took the ball. Wow.
Stop turning!
Really pumping it out.
Let's show them.
I can feel it in my bones. Shadow gone.
Quiet for
We're overheating.
Dragon going in. Oh, it's getting way too soon.
Hear that, Noah? Let's want something a bit meatier. Is this like a rare thing?
I never changed your class. What are you supposed to be? A defender? Maybe we had you in here? Oh, we had you working on this, huh?
I'll protect you.
Really don't like this class. But let's... I'm gonna have you work on Lone Exile.
Don't try to stop us.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Gale Slash! I'll keep on the attack.
Not a bad move.
I need you, Mio.
On the damage. You want some more?
Getting risky.
Here we go, Lance. Energy Say the half of it.
Time to win.
Unstoppable with you around,
That's
Sena.
how you put off a win.
I'm the girl with the gall.
Where is this going? What is this? Okay, it's meeting up with something we've been to. No, we haven't been over here. What is this?
I wonder what's around here.
Huh. Never seen these red ones before. Whoa, level 84? Huh. So this is a really high level area. We're not going to be able to fight these guys right now.
I wonder what's around here.
Whoa, dude. Whoa, dude. Well, okay then. Okay, we're doing a lot of information gathering right now. We'd like to ask you about Zera's story. Sure. I mean, Zera's already locked up now, so I'm not sure what difference it'll make. But, why not, I guess. You guys must have your reasons for asking, I suppose. Zera used to be part of the Salvage Corps. She achieved much as a soldier and was well regarded as her news in battle? But one day there was an incident on a mission to procure an airdrop supply container. I'm sure you probably know already, but for some reason she decided to blow up that container. Everyone was furious about the waste of supplies. It wasn't even like there were Kevesi trying to steal them or anything. The consul at the time therefore claimed she was plotting an insurrection and imprisoned her. Okay.
I hope everyone's getting along.
I remember Seeker saying he wanted to do something about the Lost Numbers' ill feelings towards us. He was like, I don't know how it'll go, but we gotta find a way to work together and move past it. Okay, so this guy apparently has something about Seeker as well, so let's talk to him again. Seeker? I hear he's been friends with the commander over at Lambda, and for a long time too. Although to be fair, he did used to be internal affairs, so I guess it's no wonder he's got friends in high places.
Time for a little rest.
I think the entrance is on this side on this one. I hear that Yodor is the reason we lost the chance to take out a base in the war with Keves. I don't know why he did it. I tried asking him and he flat out refused to give a reason why. Okay. Huh? Asking about Seeker? Yeah, I know him well. We were on the same team. For the longest time he was a real straight shooter, total over serious nerd, nothing like he is now. Since the clock got smashed, he's a lot more proactive and full on. Personally, I like him way better now. Okay, we got all of Seeker's stuff.
I see.
Whoa, got a rare dour right here.
Zara? Yeah, I know her. She was a hot topic for a little while here. She was in the squad that mainly salvages supplies and was a snuffing-capable soldier herself. And when supply containers are being targeted by enemy scavenging teams, soldiers like her are invaluable. The Salvage Corps and Supply Team may be known as logistical teams, but that doesn't mean they lack capable fighters. They're the ones who take the necessary decisive action, such as blowing up a container if the enemy's about to steal it. Even I always have to stay on my toes. You never know when something might happen. Okay. Okay, was there anybody else in this area of the map? Yes, somebody at the end there. That might be the last one for the three. We'll have to check their individual quests to find out. And then we can probably have discussions about each of them. Maybe glean a little bit of information from what we've gathered. Toma's a man who cared deeply for his allies. In that battle with Keves, his squad was on the verge of being completely massacred, but the Nutty Mutter broke position to take rear guard and charge right at them, letting his squad retreat in the process. So why is he referred to as a mass murderer? I'm missing part of that tangent. Like, where's the line here? Where's the line from everything we've heard to I'm a mass murderer? Okay, let's take a look at our quests. Seeker's true intent. Hold a discussion, yep. Okay, we have everything that we need to discuss everything at a rest spot, so there's that. So yeah, let's have these discussions.
Can we maybe train? And today's story is...
Well, if we're to believe what Toma has told us, then it would seem he got locked up for the crime of mass murder. But we also heard that he took rear guard in order to let his comrades retreat. And while he was fighting to save his comrades, he killed a large number of Kevesi soldiers. It's not like he did his case any favors, but he was just fighting his enemy, right? That's what we're all taught to do. Certainly, that would just be the normal thing to do when you're in the Flame Clock's clutches. Well, excuse my speculation, but he didn't extract the flame from the enemies he defeated, did he? If he was blinded by rage like he said, then I think he was more preoccupied with crushing those Kevesi than anything else. You do raise a good point. You can't exactly extract someone's flame while in Alevnus. Well, looking at it from the consul's point of view, that wasting of good flame would have been cause enough to lock him up. Well, this'll sound grim, but hear me out. I think the consul could have solved this more easily if he just snuffed him on the spot. Good point, but you have to consider that Toma's deeds would have won him favor with the troops, despite irking the consul. Executing him for valiantly saving the lives of his fellow soldiers would have backfired massively. He was a right pain in the consul's arse, that's for certain, which makes him a A-OK guy in my book. It would go some way to explaining why it would have been far easier for the consul to lock him up under false pretenses. So then perhaps it'll be possible to not only convince him not to fight us, but also to free him from prison. I don't mind fighting him either way, but we'd be saved a whole lot of fuss if you could talk him out of it somehow. There's only one way to find out. Let's head to Toma's cell and see what we can do. Okay, Zara.
And today's story is...
So, from everything we've heard about Zara, you'd almost think she grew up feral or something. Well, it's hard to consider blowing up supplies as anything but a military discipline violation, that much is certain. True, but something really doesn't add up here. Yeah, like, if I were planning an insurrection, I sure wouldn't start it by blowing up some random supplies. You're right, Eunie. What'd be the point in that? I guess the key here is to find out what her reason was for blowing up that container. Well, I just thought of something. Like, isn't it a little odd the consul didn't sentence her to death right away? Good point. Usually in this situation, the offender would get executed to send a warning to the rest of the colony. Perhaps the consul saw some sort of value in keeping Zara alive. Well, if we can present a concrete theory as to why she got locked up and not executed, that could help our case a lot. And what do we do when we find out after she's freed that she's just an utter maniac? Fight her, I guess? Figured that. Guess we should go see her then. Seeker's identity.
Story is...
Well, from what we've been hearing, it seems he understands the problems affecting Agnus Castle as a whole. He's also said to be a diligent worker, and nobody seemed to wish him ill. Alright, sure, but he was in the prison camp for a reason, right? Things can't be that simple. I did initially suspect that there might have been some hidden motive behind Seeker's actions, but it no longer seems likely. Right, I think it's beyond doubt that he's thinking about moving things in a more positive direction. And also, since he's working hard to reform this place, don't you think we would stand to lend him a hand? Well, seems he'd be worth having a chat with at least, even if nothing comes of it. Yeah, if he's trying to make amends to the lost numbers, then it's definitely worth a try. Let's all go talk to Seeker then. And Yodor's situation. So, the story goes that Yodor destroyed Keves Intel and therefore caused damage to Agnes's position. The mystery here is, why did he destroy intel that had crucial info on an enemy camp's whereabouts? What he did went far beyond a violation of military discipline. He could have easily been sentenced to death for it. Tell me about it. Soldiers are always getting killed by enemies they don't see coming. That kind of intel is worth its weight in gold. Which brings up an important question. Why is Yodor still alive? I think we might need to ask the guy himself about what the true nature of that intel was. That'd be quicker for sure. Yeah, let's go and ask him. Okay, now it looks like we need to go and talk to everybody again. Get their non-snarky answers to what they did. I'm gonna do a quick save.
Can't forget our progress update.
Alright, Toma, tell us what really happened. So, you're filling up for a fight, are ya? Before that, there's something we want to make sure of. Is it true that you murdered multiple Kevesi soldiers? Did you miss it the first time around? Course I did. You used Alevnus during the incident, didn't you? Well, no, someone's done their research, but yeah, I killed a snuff ton of the enemy in Alevnus. And you stayed behind last to fight them off so you could save your fleeing comrades, if I'm not mistaken. Where the spark did you... Yeah, that's also right. Now about that enemy, I don't know what colony they came from, but they sure didn't know snuff about fighting honorably. Seeing those dishonorable mutters slaughtering my friends made me go right off the deep end. I had to get any of my guys still breathing out of there, but I couldn't just let them get away with it. I was too drained to wield my blade, so I got into Alevnus and made him regret even being alive. That's all there is to it. Right, we now understand what happened. Not like me telling you all this is gonna make a lick of difference, though, is it? Not yet? I guess I should? We're heading off to tell Suna from internal security about your story. We won't be long. There you are. Where have you guys been? Finally decided to do battle with those wretches? Before it gets to that, we'd like to find out if you know anything more about what Toma did. You mean the mass murder? Well, as far as I remember, he indiscriminately killed a load of Kevesi without extracting their life. That led the consul at the time to arrest him and lock him up in here. I'm afraid to tell you that your crafty consul bent the truth about what really happened. Huh? What do you mean? Let us explain. What the? So he was fighting to save his comrades? But that wasn't in the report. It's like we said, the consul bent the truth to make it seem like he was fighting for fighting's sake, not for his comrades' lives. Well, now that I think about... There were some guys in my term who managed to survive that battle. Although Toma could have definitely tried to extract some flame from the enemy, it's not a stretch to say that he had his reasons to do what he did. Well, that settles it then. I've got no reason to doubt you guys. You're the ones who freed us from the clock, after all. I've also got no reason to doubt that the Toma I knew would have done everything for his comrades and for Agnus. Oh, well, thank you. Been a while since I had proper fresh air. Tastes better than I remember. Dude, you've walked 3 steps out of your cell. You haven't even walked outside yet. I can bet. You should be thankful to Noah and the others for that. You bet I'm thankful to them, not to mention to you too, of course. Just don't get yourself in any more trouble, okay? I'm busy enough as it is. I wouldn't do that when it's this nice outside. Don't you worry yourself one bit. I'm still one capable soldier, believe me. Doesn't sound like you've learned anything to me. Okay, 1 of 3 down. Toma fought in Alevnus to protect his comrades, but the consul jailed him for it. Understanding this, at last Suna freed him.
I hope everyone's getting along.
Okay, Zara, you're up next. You finally ready now? Kept me waiting long enough. Before we fight, there's something I want to confirm with you, specifically the reason you blew up that container. What's it to you? It's not like I can make those supplies magically come back. True, but to just blow up a container for no reason, you'd have to be out of your mind, which you don't seem to be. Funny you mention that, because I was out of my mind when I blew up the container. Or perhaps you noticed that that container had been booby-trapped. You don't have to be out of your mind to sacrifice supplies in the name of protecting your comrades. Although I wouldn't call it a flawless plan, I can't see why it would be egregious enough to violate military discipline. If one knew that a container did have something lethal in it, then blowing it up would be perfectly justifiable. Lethal? What do you mean lethal? It could have been something explosive or poisonous. You didn't know what was inside, but you had a feeling, didn't you? It's odd to think airdrop supplies could have something like that in them, unless the consul had something to do with it? Indeed, it's not impossible to see why the consul could have thought up something fiendish like that. And since blowing up seemingly good supplies is a big no-no, that gave the consul the perfect pretext to lock you up. Cool theory, but the last time I checked, theories don't count as hard evidence. Indeed, all we've got is reasoning that paints you in a favorable light. The simplest, most straightforward reason would be that you were out of your mind at the time. I'll give you this, though. I had fun listening to your theory. Your reasoning skills aren't too bad either. So here's what really happened. It's true that I blew up the container. You serious? And like you said, Four Eyes, that container was indeed booby-trapped. You knew something was up well before the incident, didn't you? Yeah, right after Toma had been locked up, we were long-term friends and I was livid about his arrest. I just couldn't let it slide. As I was looking into it, I began to pick up that the consul was hiding something in a container. So when he went along with the salvage corps to procure it, I blew it up, hoping to use it against the Mutter himself. Yikes. Okay, I take it all back. Maybe she is loopy. The consul must have caught on that I was sniffing around, and that's why he rigged the container. Would have been happy dying alongside him to protect my mates, but it didn't go to plan, so I ended up here in the slammer instead. It was there I had a hunch that my, or rather our enemy wasn't Keves, though I guess I don't need to call it a hunch anymore. I've long wondered what people like you guys were like, guys who have fought with consuls. Oh no, this is a I want to know what real strength looks like type of scenario, isn't it? Ah, for the love of Sparks. Okay, tell Sena. We'll go explain your story to Sena from security. Just hold on for a bit. If you're gonna fight anyone, be quick about it. I'd rather not have my life in danger any longer than necessary. We just got talking to Zara for her side of the story. We think we might just have a case for freeing her from prison. Wait, seriously? We can let her go? Well, considering she faced up to a great enemy all by herself, we think you'll see why she deserves to be free. Great. As in size? You're saying she can go toe-to-toe with Alevnus or something? We don't mean that kind of great. But like, she loves blowing stuff up, right? What if she decides to blow up the castle? It doesn't bear thinking about. Look, she had her reasons why she did what she did. Let us explain. That's a whole lot to take in, I won't lie, but I mean, Seeker trusts you guys. And in either case, Seeker was the one who left it up to my discretion. And according to my discretion, if you guys think she isn't guilty, then she sure ain't guilty to me. Thank you so much. It's a weird legal system, but sure, hey. I guess we'll take it. Man, it's crazy to think that I'm actually out of prison now. Now, seeing as I was kind enough to free you, promise me you won't go around blowing stuff up. Got that? Of course, don't worry about it. I don't just blow stuff up for no reason, you know. Oh, really now? But seriously, don't go doing anything too outrageous, okay? I know, I owe you guys big time after all. I don't know why I'm doing these crazy voices for them. Okay. The container Zara blew up was actually a trap set by the consul. Upon learning this, Sena freed her. Alright, we're gonna do the last one in the next episode because we are over time, so thank you all for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Have a good one, everybody. To give a very special shout out to my patron supporters, Darren York, ZTD, 7th Son, Len, Knife Namaste, Kyle the Monarch, Andrew Smith, Molly, Chris Murphy, Kaberti, and Jordan and Emily Hill. If you would also like to join this tier or any others, check out my memberships or my Patreon in the description down below.